Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, the 27th of December. It is exceptionally wet and nasty and cold outside, so it's very gray right now. I read something earlier today that kind of bothered me. Excuse me. It's posted up on the Penny Arcade site, and it has to do with kind of, I would say, a mismanagement of customer service. I'll put a link down below for you to read. But basically, what happened is a guy was trying to get more information about when his controllers would ship from this company, and he got kind of cryptic, poorly worded answers. And eventually, it degraded into the guy at the company being completely condescending to this customer. And all the customer was trying to do was just get information, and it snowballed. Now, I've never been in a situation like this, but I can definitely understand the situation. And it kind of pisses me off that my perspective on customer service is that each and every customer should be treated as though their service could make or break the company, regardless of whether or not it happens. But then again, I'm also the kind of driver who treats every other vehicle on the road as though it were a police car. So take that as you will. I really don't, but I do sometimes. Yeah. Uh, but it really bothers me that people are so short-sighted. They can't see the benefit in pleasing just one person. It really bothers me. And so too, I don't consider myself an adult, living at parents' house and all. But this Occupy Wall Street thing that's still going on, even though they're not, as far as I can tell, or I haven't really noticed, actually occupying anything physically right now, it's still going on. And I'm technically a part of that crowd. Yeah, I support them, but I don't go anywhere. Usually my dad has my car, so it's kind of hard to go places. But that's okay. I mean, I don't mind being a dog sitter, basically. Dogs are cool most of the time. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But I identify with the movement, definitely. I understand that there are people who have worked their asses off to get where they are today, and I definitely respect that. But I also understand the people who, no matter how hard they try, they can't get anywhere. And if it wasn't for the fact, I am quite certain of this, if it wasn't for the fact that I also have depression and a general naysayer attitude about me because of that, I would probably have a job that I absolutely hate right now. And for me, it's not about getting a job, it's about getting a job that I won't hate myself for doing. I mean, no offense to whoever does insurance sales. I'm sure you're doing wonderfully if you like it. All the more for you, but I don't want to do insurance sales. And I don't care how many companies call me offering me one of these pyramid positions in their little insurance company. I don't want to sell something that I view as imminently unnecessary. I did retail. Pretty much everything I sold at retail was useless. Whoop-de-doo. You needed your knives. Yeah, that store's out of business. But I'm exceptionally disenfranchised because of the notion that society kind of gives people as they go through high school, and it's go to college, get a degree, and you'll get a job. That's the implication. Regardless if anybody says it, that's the feeling you get when you go from high school to college. You say, I'm in college because one day I'll have a degree and I'll be smart enough and I'll be skilled enough to get a job doing something I won't hate myself for doing, which is more of a retroactive addendum. But here it is, like 2.5 years later. I went to college, I got a degree, and I still don't have a job. So, did I mess up in playing the social game that was put out for me to play? Did the rules suddenly change on me? Did I miss a patch or something somewhere? Or did society fail me somehow? And that's quite possibly, one of the linchpins of this kind of Occupy movement, where it's not so much, who's at fault and putting blame on people. It's more of, where did things break down? Why is this happening? And how can we, as an entire society, reasonably sort this crap out so that everybody can come out relatively unscathed? I mean, it's just completely bothersome. I want to do nothing more than to, maybe work for my country, help my country somehow. My food allergies keep me out of the military, so there goes that idea. And it's virtually impossible to get a job with the federal government these days, what with all these really old people who don't really seem to know what they're talking about most of the time, saying government needs to be smaller when it happens to be the largest employer in the country. Like, no corporation employs as many people as the federal government does. And yes, I understand the humor of the bureaucracy is expanding to meet the needs of the ever-expanding bureaucracy. But still, what a mess we're in, isn't it? And this is some of the stuff that really bothers me, and I can't do anything about it. I want to do something, I don't know what to do, and I don't think I can do anything. So, I think basically my generation has been conned, if you will, into believing that they could make a difference when all the people who were older than us were in positions to prevent us from doing so. And when they pass away and my generation has to suddenly take charge, we're going to be ill prepared for what comes. And is it our fault? Is it their fault? I don't know. But it's a clusterfuck indeed. And I think I've gone on way too long. So, until next time.